never disclose the source, right? The word never disclose the source.
If you've promised confidentiality to the source of the information.
But don't you think that can be abused by both sides? Meaning, hey, I think, is that yours or mine? Something's happening.
Not
Okay.
mine.
All right. So like hey, this dossier we got on Trump's meddling in the elections with Russia, but it's a source. We cannot tell you who the source is because we have to protect the source, right? Isn't that something that's abused to constantly say we cannot disclose the source? So both sides come out, and Trump will come out and say, we have to find out who the whistleblower is. You know, when that took place, when he was coming out. And then Schiff will come out and say, you know, the history of protecting whistleblowers in America, we have to protect these whistleblowers. It's always protect the whistleblower when it's on their side, and it's always expose the whistleblower and the source when it's on the opposite side.
I hear what you're saying.
I know you don't like identity politics. None of us like identity politics.
I hate identity
politics. I do too.
So my whole mission is to fight against that.
But
and people, well, I hear what you're saying, but I'm living in a normative world. I understand that is the current status quo.
Sure.
When I was raided by the FBI, the ACLU defended me, which was so shocking to right-wingers. It almost made their heads explode. They couldn't fathom this. Okay? Like, what party appointed the judge that ordered the FBI to stop? Well, it was an Obama-appointed federal judge. And I reject the premise that we have to live in this world of sides, because there is only one truth. Now, you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. You are actually describing the current series of events where, well, when the whistleblower comes out against Trump, we want to know who it is. But yes and no. I think there are some people that are so political that they let their politics get in the way of these values, these primary values. Bartnicki v. Vopper, a Supreme Court case from 2001, when you want to live in a society which places a primary value on freedom of the press, it's a concomitant of life. You have to live with this notion that if a source gives you a document from inside the Pentagon or wherever, the White House, it could be the cleaning lady, whoever, you protect the identity of that person. And the reason, some have said, the reason why the ACLU defended me after the feds raided my home in November was because they didn't want it to happen to them.
Sure.
Under a DeSantis administration.
Yeah.
So there still is in the Venn diagram of you say sides.
Integrity, a little bit of integrity there.
There's an overlap between the left and right in this country.
Yeah.
And it's that overlap, that little overlap that gives me hope. In fact, I want to expand the overlap. When the ACLU defended this, there you have it. When the ACLU defended, that was a beautiful moment. That was probably one of the most beautiful moments of my life, because I said to myself, we are finally talking about principles. We are talking about the things that, and I'm going to sound like a hippie here, so forgive me, but I actually believe this. The things that unite us are so much more powerful than what divides us. They ask us to focus on our divisions, but that right there is beautiful. That's an incredible moment. And then you have to say, why is the ACLU defending James O'Keefe? And that's the real conversation. That's the beautiful conversation that makes us American, that makes this country wonderful, because we give people information and we don't disrupt the right of people to get the information.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.